You've had a day here, and money and time are a lot alike. Money and time, and since you can't really see time, we're going to talk about it in relationship where you can see a dollar bill, because money and time, there's three things you can do with money, and there are three things you can do with your time, and they're pretty similar. First thing you can do with a dollar bill, just like your time, is you can spend it. I would imagine if I offered up this dollar bill to any one of you right now, it'd be pretty easy to, I like the way that you have, see, there's the volunteers, making it happen right there, huh? If I gave, the big word is if there. If I gave it to you, you could spend it pretty quick, huh? Dollar doesn't go very far anymore, so you could spend it. You could go down to 7-Eleven, get a big gulp, it's gone. You go down to Taco Bell, get a, I don't know, taco, it's gone. You go down to a gas station, get a quarter a gallon of gas. Taco Bell is going to give you more gas than that. You might as well go to Taco Bell. So you want, it's just going to be gone, isn't it? And you'll have not a lot to show for it. Pretty easy to spend with not a lot to show for it. Second, it's pretty interesting that time is the same thing. Time says you can do a whole lot over a little bit of time. You can do nothing over a lot of time. But time's interesting because you can do something and then have nothing to show for it. Some of you just spent your time here today. You came in, you did the same things that you've been doing in junior high, middle school, talked to the same people, didn't really learn a whole lot, and you just spent your time here today. And when you walk out the doors at the end, you'll say, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to show for it. The challenge is this, today was just a day, but 4 years, do you just want to spend your time? I can guarantee that the majority of juniors and seniors in here, if you ask them what to do and what they wish they would have done, is get involved earlier. Not just to spend your time at Leland High School, but to do something else with it. Because the second thing you can do with the dollar bill, just like the second thing you do with your time, is that you can invest it. You can make something more for it. When I was in college, we came back from summer break after our freshman year, and we came back from summer break. We started talking about winter break. What are you going to do on winter break? What's going on? What's going on? And everyone was like, well, I'll probably just go home, hang out, no big deal. My friend says, I'm going to Hawaii. I said, you can't go to Hawaii. You're a student. You can't afford to do that. She goes, no, I'm waiting tables. I'm going to keep my tips, and I'm going to save them up. I think I can get to Hawaii on the tips alone. And I said, oh, whatever. So she went about her business. I was waiting tables, too, and I was taking my tips and pretty much just spending it. Not a lot to show for it. She walks in just before we're leaving for winter break. She's got this big smile on her face, you know, like banana sideways type of thing. And she says, check this out. I said, what are you doing? She's in shorts and a tank top, and it's cold. I said, what are you doing? She says, I'm going to Hawaii. I said, how do you do that? She's carrying this big old jar, and it's just jam-filled with dollar bills and fives and change. And she says, remember I said I was going to save my tips? And up on top it says $393.82. I was like, dang, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a $392.83. I said, well, how much does it cost to get to Hawaii? She says, round trip. This is a while ago, people. A while ago, she says, $390. I said, that leaves you $3.82 while you're there. She goes, yeah, I'll send you a postcard. See, she did something, she invested. She said, I want to do this, and she invested to make something happen in the future. I got probably the same amount of tips that she did, and I had nothing to show for it. I had just squandered it away. How many of you have ever started the day with a $5 bill in your pocket? At the end of the day, it's gone, you have no idea where it went. Same thing with time. How many at the end of the day, you look back and you go, what was that all about? We've got to make sure that we look at the time and money for investment purposes. So you can spend your money and time, you can invest your money and time. The third thing you do with your money or your time is simply waste it. Oh my gosh. Because it's just kind of interesting that it's just little decisions. Little decisions. All of a sudden you pay attention, huh? Little decisions. See, it's not the big decisions, but it's just little things along the way that make a difference. Making decisions like this, you know, let's do homework tonight, and you get together with your friend and you end up texting everybody instead, and bam, wasted. Or I know I'm going to go out for the soccer team, and you miss the deadline for your paperwork. Oh, I know, I'm gonna go to class early and get some help from that teacher that volunteered to help me out, but oh, I slept late instead. Oh, I know, I'm gonna skip school tomorrow because it's just a little bit better watching Beverly Hills 90210. It's just the little things, people. It's not the big things, it's just the little ones that start to add up. It's not the big ones. But what's kind of interesting is some of you are paying attention just to the dollar bill, and some of you are like, oh, whatever. deal. The 20, you're like, what's kind of interesting about this is some of you are saying, rip it, rip it. Why are people telling me to rip this? Yeah, because it's not theirs, huh? I bet if it was their 20, if I offered up this 20, the person saying rip it, I bet that they would take it and run. If they didn't, we'd have to check their intelligence at that point. But this whole idea, this is it, because that's a day. If that's a day, this is a month. How many of you ever wasted a day? Pretty common, waste a day. It's not hard to do. But a month, to waste a month, because all that is 20 of those stacked up. Comes a day at a time, a little bit. And it's the little decisions along the way. So what are you going to do? Because there are going to be people in your 4 years at high school that are going to say, rip it. Go ahead, rip it. They're going to be pulling you from where you're supposed to be going to where you want to go. And the only reason they're saying, come on, cut class, come on, don't worry about homework. The only reason they're going to be doing that is because that's what they're doing. They want some company along the way. How many of you think I shouldn't rip this? Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know about giving it away, but I agree with all of you because you're going to have 4 years here, the chance to make it whatever you want, to invest in it. We're going to give you a chance to make that investment right now, as a matter of fact. You came today, which is just completely and absolutely applaudable. Second thing is, though, is to make a commitment that you will graduate. So we're going to start with the seniors, because they're here today. Oh, 9.